Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today's video was brought to us by Patreon supporter Noodle. Huge thanks to Noodle and the rest of my Patreon supporters. Noodle reached out asking for a mirror deck led by Urtet, Remnant of Memnarch, with a price tag of about $350. He also wanted to ensure that there were some Urza shenanigans in the deck. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Urtet, Remnant of Memnarch is a 3-mana 2/2 legendary artifact mirror creature. Whenever we cast a mirror spell, we create a 1/1 colorless mirror artifact creature token. At the beginning of combat on our turn, we untap each mirror we control. Finally, we may pay Wooburg and tap Urtet to put 3+1/+1 counters on each mirror we control, but we may only do this on our turn. Okay, so the more mirror we cast, the more mirror tokens our commander makes. That means we want all the token doublers, right? Well, counting the 1 token tripler, there are 9 in Commander. The problem is, for the most part, they all run between $40 to $60. So if we were to run all 9 of them, our budget would be over $400. And that's before we get to another card. So we won't be running any of them in this deck. Noodle wanted the deck to shut down his opponents, so I wanted to make sure we had a bunch of combos in the deck. I also wanted to ensure the combos worked with the theme. It's easy to create infinite and nasty combos with artifacts, but I wanted to do it specifically with Mirror. Before we get to our deck list, a quick word from our sponsor, Ultimate Guard. For the past few years, Ultimate Guard has been hard at work finding ways to protect your cards without damaging the planet, and they have discovered it. Boulders, once made entirely of plastic, are now made of 87% renewable resources. They also come in a variety of sizes and colors, including this new blue 133 card box. If you're like me, you have a ton of decks, want a little bit of space for your tokens in your deck boxes, and don't want those boxes filling up an entire suitcase, then this box is the perfect solution. Find out if your local game store carries the new Return to Earth boulders from Ultimate Guard, or click on the link down below to order yourself one from Amazon. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. One more quick note before we get started. If you're looking for a unique gift for that special someone this holiday season, you should check out these lovely 3D printed deck boxes over on Etsy. The creator is wonderful to work with and ships the boxes quickly, so please go check him out. After the video, of course. For lands, we're running Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, 3 Tree City, Inventor's Fair, Deserted Beach, Sundown Pass, Shipwreck Marsh, Deathcap Glade, Rockfall Vale, Stormcarved Coast, Shattered Sanctum, Haunted Ridge, Overgrown Farmland, Dreamroot Cascade, Razortide Bridge, Rustvale Bridge, Mistvault Bridge, Darkmoss Bridge, Slagwoods Bridge, Silverbluff Bridge, Goldmire Bridge, Drossforge Bridge, Thornglint Bridge, Tanglepool Bridge, Ancient Den, Seat of the Synod, Vault of Whispers, Great Furnace, Tree of Tales, Bajuka Bog, 1 Plains, 2 Islands, 1 Swamp, 1 Mountain, and 1 Forest. I wanted a set of lands that came into play untapped most of the time and wasn't too expensive, on top of the artifact lands. Now, I could have gone with the check lands, but with so few basics in the list, I felt the Innistrad slow lands were the better choice. Our mana ramp consists of Sol Ring, Arcane Signet, Thrawn Dynamo, Palladium Mirror, Gold Mirror, Silver Mirror, Leaden Mirror, Iron Mirror, Copper Mirror, Alloy Mirror, Mana Echoes, Foundry Inspector, Cloud Key, Dramatic Reversal, Isochron Scepter, Kark Clan Ironworks, and Herald's Horn. I know that's a lot, but with a good chunk of our ramp being creatures, I wanted to go a bit heavier. For card advantage, we've got Mystic Forge, Joyra Weatherlight Captain, Vidalcan Archmage, Teshar Ancestor's Apostle, Enlightened Tutor, Whir of Invention, Thirst for Knowledge, Paradoxical Outcome, Vanquisher's Banner, and Kindred Discovery. A good mix of traditional card draw with some tutors and graveyard recursion. Our interaction and spot removal package consists of a Braid, Dispatch, Swords to Plowshares, Counterspell, Heroic Intervention, Assassin's Trophy, Boros Charm, Beast Within, Negate, Chaos Warp, and Commit Memory. A few ways to take care of basically any threat. For board wipes, we're running Desynchronization, Delayed Blast Fireball, and Organic Extinction. One-sided board wipes are always fun. The core of our deck consists of Mere Galvanizer, Mere Welder, Mere Battlesphere, Mere Matrix, Scrap Trawler, Mere Retriever, Genesis Chamber, Marvin Murderous Mimic, Mirrodin Besieged, Mirsmith, Urza Prince of Krug, Urza Lord High Artificer, Urza Chief Artificer, and Tezzeret Master of the Bridge. Supporting our plan, we've also got Clock of Omens, Sculpting Steel, Staff of Domination, Mechanized Production, Phyrexian Metamorph, Time Sieve, Mirage Mirror, and Shimmer Mirror. Gotta close out the game somehow. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 53 mana sources split between 36 lands and 17 pieces of ramp. 10 pieces of card advantage. 11 pieces of interaction. 3 board wipes. 2 pieces of graveyard hate in Commit Memory and Bojuka Bog. 1 sudden I win card in Urza Lord High Artificer. Though, if we play our cards right, Tezzeret Master of the Bridge can also win us the game out of nowhere. Now, I'm sure several of you caught the infinite combo in the deck involving Mere Galvanizer and Clock of Omens. We need 2 of our mana-producing Mirror as well as 1 other Mirror on the battlefield. That last part shouldn't be a problem with our commander. We start off by tapping our mana-producing Mirror, then activate Mere Galvanizer by paying 1 and tapping it, untapping each other Mirror we control. We then activate Clock of Omens by tapping the 2 other Mirror artifact creatures we control, untapping Mere Galvanizer. Repeat as needed. This nets us infinite mana. Of course, there's always the combo of Palladium Mirror along with Sculpting Steel and Mere Galvanizer. We copy Mere Galvanizer with Sculpting Steel. We tap Palladium Mirror for 2 colorless mana, then pay 1 mana and tap Mere Galvanizer, untapping our Palladium Mirror. We then tap him again and use 1 mana to tap the copy of Mere Galvanizer, untapping both Palladium Mirror and the original Galvanizer. Repeat for infinite colorless mana. But what are we going to do with all that mana? That's what we have Urza Lord High Artificer for. With infinite mana, we can put every single card from our deck onto the battlefield. We can also use Staff of Domination to continuously untap our commander, putting an infinite number of +1/+1 counters on all of our mirror. And we'll have the colored mana to do it after using Urza to put all of our creatures onto the battlefield. What's that? They have Summoning Sickness? Well, we'll just sack 5 of our tokens to Time Sieve to take an extra turn. Problem solved. Or if that's not an option, we'll use Isochron Scepter with Dramatic Reversal to infinitely untap our Arcane Signet, generating all the colored mana we need to make our creatures infinitely large. And since we have so many artifacts on board, we'll just plus Tezzeret Master of the Bridge and kill the table. Problem solved. Do you have an Urtet Remnant of Memnarch deck? What theme did you build the deck around? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. You can have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Danny, Muffins, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Alix, Borgie, Nazwin, Conga, Aaron, Chris, Robert, Austin, William Pye, Kazaris, Buxu, Patrick, Travis, Naffy, Noodle, Tiz, and Art. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.